What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we're going to be checking out a title called Dive or Die. This is a game where the world has been flooded by haunted rain, and if you get touched by the rain, you go nuts and you start knifing people and losing your mind. And so it's filled up the oceans. After 5 years of this psycho rain, the entire planet has become an ocean with little craggly rocks sticking out of it, and we're trying to build a civilization on the rocks while diving down into the ocean to reclaim all of the materials that we're going to need in order to get that task done. I figured we'd take a look at this demo for about 30 minutes here today and see if it's something you wanted to add to your wish list, or if it's one of those games you would rather not play. That's also perfectly fine, but I'll put the link down there for you just in case you wanted to give it a click. And speaking of clicks, there's a bunch of other links down there too. They are so ridiculously buttery and clickable. That's all I'm gonna say about it, and then I'm gonna move on. Let's go ahead and start a new game, and we'll see if we have fun today in Dive or Die.
The end times began when the sky turned black at noon. Don't let the rain touch you. Each droplet carries whispers. The whispers bring agony. And death. For 5 years, the black rain poured without end. The oceans swelled. They crawled upon the land, devouring entire continents. As the sky cleared over the last of the land, mountain tops turned islands. We witnessed it. The shape of a true god. The Rainmaker. The endless ocean swirled beneath its shadow, giving way to its bountiful domain. Its abyssal pool. If we are to survive in this ocean world, if we are to outlive the flood, we must dive. I figured you'd come by. Last storm tore through the camp something fierce. Took many of ours, it did. Even swept our leader with it. May the tides carry his soul. Reckon that leaves you in charge now. We're in your hands, like it or not.
Sweet, dude. I love being in charge. Well, frankly, the weight and responsibility of leadership probably doesn't gel well with my personality, but at the same time, if I can become the grand imperial leader, the god emperor, as it were, of a small group of people purely by default, I will accept that charge. I will bear the weight willingly. Where's all the gold iconography at?
Food stores are dry as a bone. Folks can't keep their wits about them on empty bellies. Best we take a plunge in the pool. See if it's in a giving mood. Why not send old Saltman, eh? Poor sod's not got much left to offer.
You know, I think Saltman's a pretty nice guy. I will not accept this Saltman slander first thing inside of the video. We just got here and we're already making fun of Saltman. Oh, cool. Well, there I am. I'm like a little swimmer guy. So down in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, it looks like we've got health, we've got oxygen, and we've got sanity. Those are going to be the 3 meters from the left to the right. I don't know exactly what I'm looking for down here, but I do find something sharp would cut through those vines. And of course, I didn't bring a dive knife or anything with me, did I? Of course I didn't. Why be prepared? We can dash to swim faster. It has no cooldown and can be used indefinitely. However, it does not also... Oh, cool. All right. Well, I guess I'll dash every... Ooh, iron ore. Yeah, I'll take that right there. So let's swim... Ow, my God! I've been tickled by whatever the hell that mouth monster is on the wall. There's a dead guy next to a suitcase. Okay. A lantern. Probably going to be helpful in all fairness. I don't think we have a flat. Can I go inside this little cavey area over here? Ooh, I can. What about the lantern? Oh, it's a blueprint. Gotcha. Is it going to get too dark in here for me to go in? The tentacles, do they go straight out, or are they capable of, like, moving around a little bit? Because I want that iron ore, but I also don't want to have my flesh hewn by indescribable monsters of terror. Like, I would really prefer not to engage in that kind of hobby here today. Now, we've got some street lights that are still running at the moment. I'm not going to get grabbed by that thing. Can I do anything? Oh, a memento. Okay. I'll take that too. We've only got like 85 seconds of oxygen left. We should probably dedicate to having much larger oxygen tanks if it's just me personally. Let's open this bad boy up. What's inside of here? A needle gun blueprint. Yeah, I would like to have some kind of weapon that's capable of killing and murdering while I'm down here. Oxygen is at 50%. Am I just trying to like snatch and grab everything I possibly can and then go back to the surface? Because I don't have a map or anything right now. I'm going to start heading back because that feels like maybe a wise decision. It does not look like I'm equipped with any type of like map or sonar or anything else that goes ping and allows me to know where I'm going. Can I eat those mushrooms right there? No. With 43 seconds of oxygen left, I feel like we should probably jet. Ah, my ass, dude, it hurts so much. Why? I was so excited about having an unpained ass today. And look at that. We're right back to the basics of having a painful ass. Damn it. It looks like we can. Yeah, let's head back. We got 15 seconds of air left, and I'd prefer not to die cackling underneath the water. Joe Saltman came back, just like he always does. See, just like I said at the beginning, the Joe Saltman slander was completely and totally unnecessary. Keep your quips to yourself, chicken man. So we collected some stuff inside of here. We got a little bit of iron ore. It looks like we got a lantern. We've got a small memento. We got some carbon, which apparently cannot be blessed. Okay. We've also got the needle gun over there. We, however, did not get any nutrition. The people are now fed, and so it looks like we've only got 2 people to feed. Just me personally. I just got here, and I don't know everybody, but I say... if we get hungry, we eat Chicken Man first. He looks like his Chicken Man rations, his ass jerky will go the farthest. All right, back in. The workshop is now open. Saltman has leveled up. I didn't know there was going to be RPG mechanics in here.
Back in one piece, did he? The depths know to be merciful, eh? On fresh meat dock this morning. They'll be sitting round that bonfire we used to call the lighthouse. Pack 'em a knife. And send him down to fetch us something worth eating from the pool, will you? While you're at it, tell him to search the ruined building to the east, near the surface. Word has it, there's a nice blueprint in there. Gotta pull their weight, they do. Oh, and mind they steer clear of the rain-touched. Ain't no coming back from that.
Okay, I will do my best. I don't know what that is, but I will absolutely stay away from it if I recognize it by its name. So, like, what kind of stuff can we do around here? We've got ourselves a workshop where we can craft gear. The dive knife, obviously a thing that we should make straight off the rip because we had those vines that were down there and we need to get through them. We have a needle gun over here designed to propel thin projectiles at high speeds underwater, but it requires ammunition to function. We also have access to a lantern, which would allow us to go to the the cave on the left, but I'm thinking that today's dive is probably going to be dedicated to going to the east. That feels like the best play to me. And then we've got a rucksack, so it'll increase our carrying capacity, but I don't have any tissues of the algae. I need copper to get that, so in fact, I think we're actually sort of just gonna take the lantern for right now. I did want to make myself like a mean-ass underwater Beretta, but unfortunately, we don't get to have that. Complete more objectives to access the menu. The lighthouse has recruits. New survivors will reach your camp every day. Look at their stats, upkeeps, and traits to decide whether or not you want to recruit them. Okay, so we've got Redmond Tidebreak. He's good at organizing, so when he mans the diving deck, he gets plus 100% XP. Unfortunately, he is a cripple, which means that sending him down beneath the waves is probably not going to be the best idea. We can also send guys out on expeditions, and so they will bring us back resources, secondary stuff. And if you find recruits inside those expeditions, it looks like they can have higher stats, names, and unique traits that nobody else has, which I think is a pretty rad mechanic right there. Like, it encourages you to use this sort of idle gameplay mechanic over here. He's frail, he's sensitive to the warp, and he has really bad lung capacity, unfortunately. So, like, I don't know. So what is the dive deck? Like, what's the diving deck right here? So it looks like manning the diving deck is the guy that we're sending down, which makes me think that this guy is actually a bad pick because he gets double XP when he goes down there, but he can only be down there for less than a minute and a half. He's got really bad stats otherwise, so I think I would probably ignore him and just wait for a better recruit to come through. Let's go back down and we'll dive with this guy. We've got tools and consumables over here. What happened to my knife? Where did it go? Ah, that means that it's equipped right here, I think, and right-clicking unequips. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that I had the knife before we went anywhere else. Is there a way to level him up? Like, because he's maxed out on XP right now. Like, I definitely want to level him. It's got to be a building or something that we don't have that levels him up. So, like, let's just dive down and we'll do another one. This time I'm going to try really hard not to get bit by any flora and or fauna. And down, and what in the hell is that thing? Nah, man. Absolutely not. I am unexcited about what I just witnessed. Oh, is that a beer? Let's get the beer. Oh, it's a food can. That's way worse than beer. The rain won't stop, each droplet dense and black as this unending, starless night. Killer algae can be cut down. I'm going to grab that iron real quick because I think we need a little bit more. And then I'm going to come over here and just cut my way on through. What do we have right here? A map of the Western Shallows. Can I utilize that? I've got the journal page. Is this dead guy going to do anything? No, dead guy won't do nothing. Okay, danger inside the cave. It looks like it's light enough that I can see, so I am going to cut inside of here. We got copper ore on that side, which will get us access to the lantern. Trying real hard to avoid that. Can I cut this thing, dude? Yeah, cut his little tentacles off. If I gotta hurt, he's gotta hurt. I've got like a cluster B personality, man. Like, if he's gonna hit me, I'm gonna hit him. There is some copper back over there. Let's keep zooming, though, and seeing if we can gather a few more things on this side before we go back to the surface. Our route back appears to be pretty easy to suss out for right now, and we've got a city on this side. I can bash that up to get a plank. Why is my vision de-rezzing right now? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Does the city kind of like slowly drain my sanity as a result of me being over there? Okay, well, like, beat up more furniture, and I'd like to grab a bit more food before we head back. We do have a memento right there. It looks like we can chop up some chairs and get some wood, and my carry capacity is full up for right now. Oh, I have the lantern on me. I didn't even realize. Okay, well, I would have liked to have found a bit more food, in all fairness, but I think we're going to have to come back to this place. I don't know what the useful blueprint is that they said that was going to be over here, but with 45 seconds left, I'm going to try to graze and grab some things on the way back, too. So, like, that's going to take us a second just to get it all. Oh, I can't. Never mind. I'm full up. Yeah, cut all that up right there. I can't get algae tissue, but now I know where I can get it from, so, like, we'll get that next time around. That definitely slowed me down for a second, though. So, like, time is kind of tight in this game, dude. If you're expecting to make it through here with time to spare, you gotta kind of hustle. I do like, though, I very much like that they give you infinite sprint when you're trying to do all this stuff. That's very nice. So I collected 1 food. Oh, it's +5 inside the can. Okay, well, that makes me feel a little bit better. I thought it was just going to be like +1. That buys us some time. Days until the flood, 39. Oh, we're on like a time limit too. So a little bit of a roguelike-y aspect to the game. Gotcha. Morale did go up because we found mementos on that run, which I guess is like the way that you do that. We've got recipes. He's got a bunch more XP.
Feel it, do you? The Rainmaker's gaze, watching, drifting ever nearer, slow as the tide. Just a few weeks now till the Maker drowns us in his reckoning. Time we proved our faith. Seek out his idols and lay him at the altar. The first one lies in a ruined building claimed by the depths. Listen for heartbeats. Make proper offerings to the altar, and perhaps his blessing will keep the flood at bay.
Oh, so we're going to be able to like push back when the flood comes by exploring the map and finding these relics that we can put on the altar. Okay, I think we can do that then. So we've got damaged structures over here. We've got the altar. We've got the infirmary, but I'm going to need a lot of stuff to get that back up and running. The town hall allows us to consult our list of survivors regardless, and then we can level them up. Yes, I would like for you to level up. I need you to have... Oh, I only get 1 point. Either way, I need a lot more oxygen. Well, what's the point in the oxygen, though, if I can't carry stuff? Choose a trait. Hardworking, 10% to oxygen, health, sanity, and carry capacity. Sobriety, so he takes less material upkeep. And then the Blessed Netter. When manning the fishing hut, each net dredges a random resource every day on top of the usual fishing yield. Wait, hold up. So I looked at something wrong. He's going to take hardworking, though. I like the way hardworking sounds. He gets to level up again. I do like that it allows you to save up those points. Let's give him carrying capacity on this one. And then we've got swimming 1, martial arts, apnea, and then we've got gun handling. I'm going to go with apnea because I'm trying to make the perfect diver right now. I'm very excited about having a perfect diver. And I don't see the nets as selectable inside the diving deck. I'm probably missing it, but that's okay. Let's go to the workshop and see if there's anything that we can actually do here to make ourselves a little bit more complete. So with algae, tissue, and carbon, we can get a backpack. We definitely need that. We need another carbon. That'll get us access to the gun. Getting rain panaceas would probably help. But all of these things cost a decent amount of resources. So yeah, you can kind of feel already what they're aiming for when it comes to the oppression of the game, I guess. The way that it crushes down on you. Choosing an Eldritch Idol. Okay. Only one can be active at a time. Gotcha. And I have no idols, and then we also have offerings over here. Let's go to the lighthouse and see if we can pick up a new guy. So we have Obsessive Arnie Tanglebank. He can only carry 3.5 kilograms. He's obsessive, and so it looks like items weigh less for each identical instance that you're holding. Oh, so you take him out to grab one specific resource. So technically, his low carrying capacity, if you could buff it up, in the end would make it so that he can carry a lot more things. He is strong. He's got a lot of HP. We are going to have like job sites that are going to require people to work there at some point, but we don't need that now. And really, I'm trying to wait for people that are going to actually be a benefit to our society instead of being hard carries. That's why I'm not really taking anybody, is because all the people that we've gotten are ridiculously flawed. If this guy had these stats and like 5 carrying weight, I would take him, but he doesn't. So like, meh, you know what I mean? I guess I can recruit him just to see how the expeditions work. So expeditions cannot be launched while the lighthouse is unmanned. Oh, but the dive tank increases the amount of oxygen that he'll have. Gotcha. So that base stat right there, I might have been passing on guys for no reason. The oxygen tank doesn't tell you exactly how it extends out their oxygen, but still, yeah, I probably should have noticed that. Well, I can't seem to find the spot in the UI where you assign people to work inside of buildings. I've tried left-clicking, right-clicking, I've tried everything. I'm guessing maybe we haven't unlocked it yet. It's kind of hard to say, but it keeps telling me that, like, I need to man post for them to work, and I can't find it, like, anywhere. I've been looking now for, like, 5-10 minutes, so I don't know, dude. maybe it's around somewhere, or maybe we have to get further into our objectives before it'll work. Let's take Saltman down for another dive. We got a full 3 minutes this time. I'm excited about it. I think we're going to have a really productive day grabbing stuff down here. I'm going to focus on the things that I need in order to get the backpack up and running, because that seems to be our biggest limiting reagent. I don't know what the backpack is going to add overall in terms of capacity, but I'm also going to try to go east, and I'm going to try to get that blueprint out of that little eastern area that we were just in. Hack my way through those. If I can pick up some of the twisted algal flesh as well, I think that would be really helpful. Let me click on my lantern real fast. That way I can actually use my eyeballs down here. But I'm going to try to do this fast. Grab a copper, but don't grab too much copper. I don't think we're going to need more of it. Hack that stuff up right there. Hack that up until one of them drops, I guess. So they went back in. There we go. Now we got the algal tissue we were looking for. I'd like to get more than one if I can. Just beat the hell out of these guys. There we go. Hella algal tissue. That's what I'm talking about. So we made them suck back in, and we're still looking really good on time. So long as I don't take any damage or I don't go insane while I'm down here, I think we'll be all right. With the memento in the bag, we're at 3 out of 7 right now. I'm going to try to find my way into this building. There's another memento over there, but I don't know if we need that many mementos in order to cruise through the day. Let's just kind of look around this thing and see if we can find our way in. So, like, is there an opening or anything over here for this blueprint? There's stuff floating around. We got quartz right there. Yeah, I'll take the quartz since we don't have any of it yet. What's up this way? We got anything? This looks like it. Oh, we can go back up to the surface right there. Interesting. That does make life simpler. Okay, I don't have to run quite as far in order to get back in, which means I can stay in a little tiny bit longer. We got a cave over here, but visibility is like excessively low, and it looks like we need some kind of explosive or acid in order to get through that obstruction that they have back there. Does the dead body do anything? Okay, dead body doesn't do anything. It zoomed out on me as I got lower down towards this ship. Oxygen at 50%, that's fine. What you got down here? Eastern Shallows map, serrated darts. We got some kind of critter right there that just tried to run up on us. I'm just going to murder him. There we go. Keep him nice and deaded. Okay, open that up. Slash that guy to death. A toxin filtering suit. Yeah, probably. Oh, they're everywhere. This is not great. Get off me. Oh, my God. Okay. Yep, fall back. There we go. And we got a food down here. I will take a food can. And then on the way out, if I can grab myself some more wood, maybe. Oh, there's so many leeches over there. Nope. Okay. Yep, getting out of here. Bye. This is your ship. You can have it. I allow you to claim it. It's perfectly fine. You can de-aggro and leash now. It's all good. Nobody's going to try to take your dirty little worm territory. It's going to be okay. I'm sorry if that was disrespectful to any of my viewers that might or might not be worms. That's my bad. I didn't mean to hit you with a stray. We do have carbon right there, so I'll take that. Oh, nope, don't like that. I'm going this way. I don't know what that is, but I don't want to be near it. Absolutely not. There's another can of food over here, though. I will take the can of food. Oh, another can of food. Nice, dude. Okay. I need some iron, so I will take iron ore with me, and I think I needed wood. But for the moment, it may be like evac time. There's definitely a relic inside of there, by the way. Doesn't break from that side. Well, did I cut this too close? I may have cut this too close, dude. This might have been insanity. Wow, right down to the wire, but I felt the tension, man. I definitely felt the tension and the nervousness. All right, you got me breaking out in sweats a little bit. And look at all this crap we brought back with us. Hell yeah, dude. Okay, so food and morale are way back up, so we don't need to focus on that for too long. A new surface access to the abyssal pool has been discovered. Okay, so that's what I was kind of curious about, is like, when do I get to assign people to jobs, you know what I mean? We've also got the lighthouse unmanned. We've got Bryn Grimm over here, who's got really good oxygen capacity. She has no traits, and she's really weak when it comes to HP, so we don't really want to use her for anything too dangerous, but she does have 6 capacity right there. Let me see if I can make my pack. Yeah, let me craft up that pack right there. Hell yeah. And then we've got a bandage on that side that'll restore 15 health points. I think that we should definitely make that because Saltzman's going to go back down today. So I assigned him to the workshop. I don't know what function that's going to have as we get further on into the game. I probably should have assigned him to the lighthouse or something. We'll recruit her. Let's take her on in. And then this place is unmanned right now. Let's change that to Bryn. And then, oh, we've got to have an extra guy that we can send out on expedition. Okay, that's fine. We'll live. We'll be okay. And then inside of here, he's got a level up ready to rock. Let's go. Oh, he got 2 points this time around. Very nice. With the 2 points that he got, I still think that I want more oxygen and carrying capacity. That's what feels like is really limiting my dives for right now. And then now that he's got a backpack, it looks like he can carry 13.2. One recommendation I do have is definitely add the stats onto these items when you equip them. Tell me exactly what the bonus is that I'm going to be given. Let's go down and away we go one more time. It's time for another Saltzman adventure. Inside my backpack, oh, I was going to use the bandage inside the map in order to, like, fix myself up. But with a lot of weight carrying capacity, we should be able to do something down here this time. Grab this memento over here. We're also pushing up on, like, 4 minutes underwater. The game does give you a nice feeling of progression, I suppose. Like, the upgrades feel like they matter. Like, a couple of level ups really matters for making your character an exceptional diver or somebody. And let me guess, that doesn't break from that side either. Okay. I gotta hack my way through here on the southern end. Hopefully we get ourselves something. I will take the copper ore, and we did get an algae tissue right there. We do need more wood for upgrades and things, so I'll take that as well, just straight off the bat. And then we'll grab that plank because I think I needed more wood too. There's a copper right there, but I think we're good on copper for right now. We still need to figure out how the hell we get inside this building. Maybe through this hole? Oh, I didn't even realize, dude. Okay, so they're porous. Don't let the rain touch you. Every drop carries a litany of whispers and the thirst. Worrisome. But we're going to make this work. It's going to be okay. We've got time to deal with this situation. Perfect. No tissues, though. I would have liked to have gotten some tissues in there. Let's keep diving downwards. What you got for me? We've got the Mark II oxygen tank. Yeah, that would have been useful. I probably should have grabbed that first. I will take the food. And when we kill that guy, it creates an opening. Okay. This is not normal. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay, going through the normal life process. I see what's up. Okay, then we make a blankie fort for the baby. Gotcha. She seems a little sad and bereft, looking out the window. All right, we obviously went somewhere. Did we get back home? Is that what happened? Or are we leaving forever to go get, like, a pack of smokes? Oh, when we got back home, she was nuts. Okay, yeah, unexpected plot twist. Oh, and cool, she murdered the baby as well. Yeah, really dialing up the grimdark over here. We've got an idol of a guy stabbing another guy in the chest over and over and over again violently. Just the sort of thing that I like to bring home and show off for all the people. I'm going to grab the foods. And now that we've got better carrying capacity, we're actually lined up to have, like, really, really banger runs, dude. Let's break that and take a plank. I'm going to go down into the left for a second and just see what I can find. We do have a lot more people, so we're going to need more mementos to get rid of their insanity. And then from there... The hell is that thing? Oh, no. Okay, get away from me. Get away from me. I don't know what you are, but I hate you. You're the worst. Please do not consume my flesh. Oh, Christ. I think it's safe to say that thing is meaner than I am, but it can be stabbed to death with a Bowie knife. So at least it has a weakness that is appreciable. You know what I mean? Normally with underwater eldritch... Oh, dude, what does that thing do? I don't really want to find out. I also may be just like, oh, okay, so when you go down to lower pressures, you use up more oxygen. Gotcha. That thing moved, which is actually kind of good for me because it may allow me to get the hell out of here. Instead of being trapped, can I go inside this building? I can. Is there anything gnarly in here? What the shit is that? You can feel the Maker's presence in this altar, and it demands sacrifice. Offer my life. He blesses the area and its resources, and we get another day before the flood. No, I don't want to sacrifice my best diver. Like one of those other mooks that's kind of terrible and doesn't bring anything to the table? Sure, man, feed him to the abyss. But like my good guy? No, I don't think that's a great idea. I think I walk away from the table flatly on that one, but at least we know it's down there. It's amazingly porous brick if it's floating underwater. Then again, I guess the deeper down you get, the more likely it is that things will float as the pressure starts to like crush things up, force more oxygen into its tresses. Grab that. Yup. Okay. Oh, another one, dude? No, bro. This is the last thing I need right now. Just swim for your life, man. Just swim for your life. I don't know what our choice is right now, but swim for your life. Grab the iron on the... Oh, never mind. I'm at weight capacity. Okay. Well, let's see if we can get the hell out of here before we asphyxiate. Does wood... Is the wood... Okay, so wood is still too heavy for me to add it on in. And with a couple of seconds of oxygen left, I think we probably could not have left soon enough. How do I use the maps, dude? I don't know how I use the maps, but... There's no button hotkey down below.
Beauty. Beauty to behold. Oh, maker of rain. Never have you witnessed faith like this. More. Aye, we need more. Dive far to the east. Through wrecks. Then through toxic wasteland, then through a house of slaughter. Oh, and keep a listen for the rain serpent, humming low. Feed it a good old treat, and it might ferry you off yonder.
Saltman came back, so... We got a lot of food on that one, so I don't think we need to worry about food too much from now on. Looks like lost new occupation. Okay, so like people are kind of doing their thing. It looks like people that do their job actually get XP too, which allows you to sort of prime the pump for when they're ready to go out and actually undertake things. I do have an idol, so pacify. It causes small enemies in an area around you to become pacified for 15 seconds. Sure, let's take it. Every little bit helps. We do have a level up to take care of, so I'll bang out his level up real fast. He's fatigued, so he gets no benefits when manning a structure. He cannot dive, and he cannot join expeditions. Well, that is a bummer. That new mechanic is going to cause problems. Let's buff his health up a little bit. That way he's a tad stronger. First time he dies, he gets back to the surface with 1 health and loses everything. Expeditions they lead yield double resources. Blessed Shot. When manning the lighthouse, new recruits cannot have negative traits. That's nice. All damage dealt is doubled. And he gets more I'm going to go with Slayer. We'll make him like the Doom guy of the Underseas. Every time he hits the water, all you hear is... He didn't come here to scavenge. He came here to put red mist all over the ocean waves. From there, I think we probably can craft some stuff. We've got serpent treats. Okay, we can make a gun. We've also got an upgrade over here that we can make right now. I would recommend making that. We're going to have to get a new person, so she's anemic. She has way less health, so we don't want to take her on a risky dive. She's our only person, though, that's going to be free. So I will recruit her, and maybe via level ups, we can get her patched back together. With a level 2 oxygen tank, we're pushing up on 5 minutes right now, which is pretty good. Her inventory capacity is kind of whack at the moment. She's just going to die instantly, though, if she runs into one of those squid monsters. unfortunately. So I don't think there's too much that we can do there. If I have this manned by, like... So I'm going to have her take over at the workshop. She's going to kind of be our engineer. And then with the diving deck, I'm going to add in Arnie over there so that he can do the job of bringing in fish. And then I think we'll probably go to the diving deck, and we don't have anybody left. So we've actually just got to, like, pass a day, I guess. I'm going to take a rough guess, though, that passing days is something that we don't want to do. The good news is Bryn Grimm now has upgrades. Okay, well, let's upgrade her. What's she got going on right now? Pretty solid breath capacity. Could probably use some more health, though. Yeah, I'll boost up her health ever so slightly. She can get the plus 10% to everything, which is nice. Net dredges, random resource once per day, sobriety. Yeah, let's make her maybe a little bit less of a carry. That way she costs less just to exist inside of our society. And now I think it's a decent idea to do our closing thoughts. My closing thoughts are actually really simple for this one. I love it. I think it's really, really great. It's kind of like Evil Dave the Diver, I guess. It is kind of what it reminds me of. Instead of going down to find a bunch of things for a bunch of quirky restaurants and workshops and hilarious characters and whacking fish with a baseball bat, this game gets rid of all that humor. It gets rid of all that levity, and it thinks to itself, okay, like, what if we took Dave the Diver and we made it, like, really dark and really miserable? I dig that. I like the pressure the game puts on you in order to find all these things, to feed everybody, and keep them happy. The mechanics all seem to interweave well. Combat feels decent, although we haven't played around with any guns yet, so I can't really comment on that. I did get to the expedition part after I finished off this video, and it's like what I thought it would be. It's like a little idle thing that you send people out for a couple days, and they maybe come back with extra resources and stuff like that. They get XP, and so this is one of those games that I think is a really good idea. It's a subversion of what made Dave the Diver so successful. And then on top of that, there's a bunch of other little notes in here that I can feel. Like from the soundtrack, you can tell that I'm pretty sure whoever made this game played Sunless Sea, because the soundtrack sounds a lot like Sunless Sea just in terms of like theming and sort of the instrumentation that they end up using. And it does cultivate a very, very good atmosphere. And there is something inherently terrifying to human beings about being down in dark water. I like the idols. I like that the buildings are upgradable. The graphics change as you upgrade buildings. This is knocking it out of the park for me, in all honesty. This is exactly the kind of game that I like to play. I enjoyed Dave the Diver, but it wasn't quite grim enough for me. This right here is exactly the sort of thing that I throw hours into in my free time. So my name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie games every single day so that you don't have to. Today up on the chopping block, we were checking out a title called Dive or Die. Tomorrow we'll be playing around with something else. Thank you for sharing your time with me. That's all I got for you, folks.